Welcome to maths class, and this is the sequence. We have half 2, 11 over 2, 10, and then what we have to do, we have to write the sequence to find that equation. So it's negative half, 2, 11 over 2, and 10. So our first difference would be t2 minus t1, which means 2 minus bracket 1 over 2. That gives us 5 over 2. And 11 over 2 divided by, minus 2, 7 over 2. And 10 minus 11 divided by 2, that's 9 over 2. So the second difference would be 5 divided by 2. Okay, 7 over that. So 9 over 2 minus 7 over 2 is 1. And we have that 5 over 2, that's 3a plus b. Always memorize that. And then the second difference, the first term, that's 2a. Okay, so that's first difference, and then that's the second difference. So we have 2a is equals to 1. That's the first term of the second difference. So a is 1 over 2. Divide both sides by 2. And yeah, so that one there, the first term is going to be a plus b plus c. So those are things you need to memorize. 2a, 3a plus b, a plus b plus c for the first terms of each row. So 3a plus b is equals to 5 over 2, and a is a half, and we have to solve for b. So that means that it's gonna be 3 over 2. So that is, we have b is equals 5 over 2. So that's going to be minus, it's going to be 3 over 2 plus b is equals to 5 over 2. And then we have multiply both sides by 2. So we have 3, we have 2b, we have 5. So 2b is going to be 5 minus 3. So b is equals 2 over 2, and divide both sides by 2. So b is equals to 1. Then from there we know that, okay, let's just get our space there. Getting our space. Alright, fine. Now we have, we have a plus b plus c. So that's a plus b plus c. That gives us first term, that's negative 1 over 2. And we know that a is half, so it's going to be a half, plus we know that b is 1, so it's 1 plus c is equal to negative half. And then we have to add the half plus 1. That's 2 over 2. That's going to be 3 over 2. So that's going to be 3 over 2 plus c is equals to negative half. So that means we have c is going to be negative 2, negative 3 over 2. So it's going to be negative 4 over 2 is going to be negative 2. And then from there c is going to be negative 2. So we have our values a, b, and c. So what we have to do now, we have to equation of Tn is an squared plus bn plus c. Always memorize that. And then we have our a, which is a half, and then we have n squared plus our b is 1. So that's 1, and c is negative 2. So it's negative 2. Okay, so that is going to be half n squared plus n minus 2. So what we do, we're going to factor half. So it's going to be half divided by half is 1. So we have n squared, and half to 1 divided by half. 1 divided by half is 2. So we have plus 2 there, n. And then we have negative 2 divided by half. is going to be -4. So that's the equation there. We have proved it. That's our answer for 2.1. 2.2, we have Tn. We have T to 75. So let's get the equation first. T is half bracket n squared plus 2n minus 4. That is equals to T75. It's gonna be, we substitute n with 75, so it's gonna be 75 squared plus 2 bracket 75 minus 4. So let's use your calculator. 75 squared, that's that, and then plus 2 times 75, that's that, and then minus 4 divided by 2 is 2885.5. 2885.5. So T74, we do the same thing. It's gonna be 74 squared plus 2 bracket 74 minus 4. That's going to be 74 squared, 5476 plus, that's 562, and then minus divided by 2 is 2810. So it's 2810.0. And then from there we have T75 minus T74. So that's going to be 2885.0. 2 minus 2810.0. So we're gonna use a calculator there. 2885.5 minus 2810 gives us 75.5. 75.5. That's our answer for 2.2. And then we move on to 2.3. The difference of the sequence. Is the sequence arithmetic or geometric? So what we do, we're going to say that, okay, we might also give a reason. So that's going to be arithmetic. That's arithmetic. And the reason would be the common difference is 1. It's T2 minus T1. So getting there, T2, that sequence there, so T2 is 7 over 2. T1 is 5 over 2. So we have 7 over 2 minus 5 over 2 is 2 over 2, that's 1. So that's common difference D. It's not equals to a ratio. So that's our answer there, because we have a common difference. When you have a common difference, it's arithmetic. 2.3.2, let's say we have that sequence there. So let us just write the sequence. We have sequence, which is 5 over 2, 7 over 2, that's first difference, 9 over 2, and then we have our answer. A there is 5 over 2, D is 1, and then Tn is going to be A plus bracket n minus 1 multiplied by common difference. Memorize that as well, that equation. 5 over 2 plus A, n minus 1, D is 1, so that's gonna be 5 over 2 minus 1, okay, plus n. So 5 over 2 minus 1 is 3 over 2, so it's 3 over 2 plus n. And then from there we have Tn is going to be 3 over 2 plus n. So when we have, that is 151 over 2, so we need to solve for n. So that we have n is going to be 151 over 2 minus 3 over 2. So using a calculator, 152 divided by 2 minus 3 over 2 is 74. So that's 74th term. So 74th term is equal to 15 over 2. That's our answer. And 2.3.3, calculate the value of the 30th term. That's our Tn there. That's Tn equation. So Tn is equals to 3 over 2 plus n. So T30 is 3 over 2 plus 30. So that's going to be 3 over 2 plus 30 is 63 over 2. So 63/2. That's our answer. And then we move to the first question, which is our last question. So there we find the sum makes 2176 of the first difference. So in quad, if we know the nth term of the first difference, then the term of the quad is going to be +1. Alright, so let us go and say our equation is sum of n. That's for arithmetic. Is n/2 bracket, we have 2a plus bracket n minus 1d. You can check that on the formula sheet. And we have our 2176. That's the sum of the terms. So we need to know n, so n/2 bracket, we have okay, a is 5/2, d is equals to 1. So we substitute 2 bracket 5/2 plus bracket n minus 1, common difference is 1, all of that equals 2176. So we need to find n. So n/2 bracket, you start with the brackets first, that cancels that, so we have 5 plus that times n minus 1 is n minus 1, n minus 1, all of that, 5 minus 1 is 4. So we're going to write n plus 4 is equals to 2176 is equals so n squared plus 4, okay, that times that, n squared, that times that is 4n, and then multiply both sides by 2. So we're going to have 2 multiplied by 2176, and that gives us n squared plus 4n minus, let's get the calculator, 2 times 2176 is 4352, it's 4352, all that equals to 0, and we need to factorize that part. Okay, let's go, and we're going to factorize 4352. Okay, so divide by 2, so we got a calculator 2, 4352 divided by 2 is 2176, and that divided by 2 is 1088. Okay, and that divided by 2 544, and that divided by 2 again 272, that divided by 2 136, that divided by 2 68. Okay, just add the equation 68. Okay, that divided by 2 34, 34 divided by 2 17, 17 into 17 1, because 17 is a prime number. So we got 4 there, so let's get that. So 2 times 2 times 17, so 2 times 2 times 17 gives us 68. So that times that up to the end, so that times that and that. So we have to count how many 2's we have. We have okay, let's go and check. Okay, up to that point, so it's 2 3 5 6, so it's 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 64, so that's 64 there. So that's positive, negative, because we need positive 4. So that's going to be n squared plus 68n minus 64n minus 4352 is equals to 0. So we factor that, it's going to be n bracket n plus 68. So we copy that, we n plus 68, we put it on further right. We just copy it, that, and then we factor out 64. We factor 64. So let's check. That is the same. So negative 64 times 68, yeah, it gives us that value. So we factor n plus 68, and what cancels that? So we are left with n minus 4. That's going to be n minus 64 actually. So that's 0. And now we have n plus 68 is equals to 0, or n is minus 64 is equals to 0. So n is equals to 68 or n is equals to 64. So that's not a negative term, so that means n is 64. So our quad there is going to be n plus 1, so that's going to be 64 plus 1 for the quad position, not the first difference. So that's first difference, and then that's quad, and 64 plus 1 gives us 65, 65th term. So that's our answer. Alright, so that's our answer. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to follow, subscribe. Please leave any comments below and I'll come back to you. And this is your tutor, Black Adam. Thank you so much. Any question, please leave below and I'll come back to you. Don't forget to follow or subscribe for more updates in mathematics. Thank you.